Today we are going to see about the leadership styles by Anusha. A leader is a person who influences others to accomplish a goal. We said leader is a person. Then what is leadership? Leadership is the process of ability to guide, inspire someone to achieve a goal. Then what are the ways he follows to achieve a goal and how can we achieve a goal? This entire process is said to be a leadership. This is the overview of today's content, definition, leader, leadership, and types of leadership styles with the real world example. First of all, we are going to see about the importance of leadership styles. First one, organizational impact. How it create an impact? It affects the employees' morale. Morale in the sense, if the employee's morale got decreases, automatically his productivity also get decreases and its overall performance also decreases. So it affects the organizational impact. Second one is about adaptability. Adaptability in the sense the employee he must adapt himself with the different situations for better outcomes. Next one is about employee development. Effective leadership styles leads to the create professional proof to the employees. Leadership styles varied approaches that leaders use to guide and motivate the teams. Let us see one by one. First one is about autocratic leadership. Autocratic leaders make decisions unilaterally. That is one side out, and expect the subordinate to follow their instructions. For example, they used to say, "Do what I say." And also, Apple Steve Jobs, he's having the high degree of control over the product development, and he was very strict leader. A lot of time people don't know actually what they want until we have to show it to them. Like military leader, this one is very strict for the rule. Second one is about democratic leadership. This kind of leader involve the team members in decision making and seek their input and also the feedback. For example, a co-founder of ice cream company Ben and Jerry, they include their employee to make the key decisions. But it take too much time to take a decision. Just like the proverb, too much of cook spoil the broth. Just like too much of people involving means it's take too much of time to take a decision. And this kind of leadership is fits for normally diverse and inclusive workplaces. Next one is about easy fair leadership. Here, the leader take off his hands from the employee and he allow his team members with the full freedom and also autonomy in their role. And this kind of leadership fits for the small business and family-owned firms. They used to say, "Do it anyway, whatever you feel right." For example, Google's work setup. If you take, you can say it or play, or you can achieve your task, but they don't have any formal work setup. Richard Branson, who is the founder of Virgin Group, he is giving high degree of autonomy to his employees. And also Warren Buffett is the best example for a laissez-faire leader. He trusted his managers. Uh, Next one is about the transactional leadership. Transactional leaders emphasize a structured exchange between the leaders, followers, and focusing on rewards for good performance and punishment for poor performance. For example, skill for carrot rule is applied over here. It is very much effective for the routine task and it fits for the high growth sales driven company. For example, if we take Jack Welch, who is the CEO of General Electric, he gives rewards to the good performance. Next one is about transformational leadership. Transformational leaders inspire and motivate their teams by setting a compelling vision, encouraging creativity, innovation, and developing a team members. These kind of leaderships gives excellent results. For example, Elon Musk, he makes his employees to think out of the box. Elon Musk fakes rocket loses its control and it crashes into the sea. He never ever gave up himself. He took the entire role of chief designer and he encouraged his team to achieve the role. Next one is about servant leadership. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is the best example for servant leader. Now, we India, we are in the advanced growth of space research because only because of him. He made a very brave act against the NASA, and it created fear against other countries while looking our space research center. And he prioritized the well-being and development of team members. He led by serving others. He led by serving others. He never say like you have to do like this. You must do this role like this. Not like that. He just used to say you led by serving others. That means he downfall his work to do by his own things. And this kind of leadership is suited to the small size business and also for the non-profit enterprises. And next one is about charismatic leaderships. They have some magnetic powers, and these kind of leaders have some persuasive personality that attracts and implies the motivators to follow something like that. For example, if we take advertisement, they are mostly using the cine actors. Do you know the reason behind this? Why they are using like this? Because we don't know the reason why we liking them. It is just like the magic power. We used to like them. So this kind of leadership is fits for the companies while they are in the crisis and also in the turnaround situations. Next one is about the examples. If you take Martin Luther King and also Mother Teresa, they are the very best examples. President Obama, Adolf Hitler. Next one is about authentic leaderships. These kind of leaders are very true to themselves, to their values and principles. For example, if we take Warren Buffett, he shows his authentic leadership as honest and integrity. If you take Abdul Kalam, he admits his mistake openly. He said, whenever the failure occurs, only because of me. But whenever the success occurs, he says it's only because of the employees. He never took his success with his pride. And this one is fit for the ethical business practices. Next one is about situational leadership. These kind of situational leaders adapt their leadership styles based on the specific needs of situation or individual team members. For example, if you take Harvard Skulls, who is the previous CEO of Starbucks, during the crisis, he restructured the entire company and refocused on the core values. And this kind of leaders fit for rapidly changing environment. For example, if we take Corona, whenever the critical situation comes, we must act accordingly at the time. But if you take the country New Zealand, they plays a very important role because they eradicate the corona fast because they are following the very strict lockdown at the time. And next one is about strategic leadership. The term strategy mean long term focus. These kind of leaders focus on the long term plan. They have some vision and overall direction of the organization. These kind of leaders give the easy way to solve the problem to the followers. And if we take the example of Amazon company, Jeff Bezos, who is the CEO and also the founder of Amazon, he often work at the top level of management, and his long-term vision and strategy transforms the entire e-commerce industry into a very high level. And this kind of leadership is for the large, well-established business. And if you take Amazon, if you complain anything regarding about their product, they will sort out immediately, and this is their very big positive thing. Leadership styles reflects leaders' behavior and traits, and choice of leadership styles align with the organizational goals, culture, and specific needs of teams. And effective leaders often adopt different leadership styles with different situations to fostering innovation and success in organization. And every leader must adopt all kind of leadership styles because it may suitable in different situation. If you take Abdul Kalam, I said already said he is a servant leader and also he is the best example for authentic leadership. So he cannot play a particular role, and also leadership is just an art. Is not just like the thing you can earn it or do it or today or tomorrow. It's just like magic, or it's just a process of earning the trust and being a role model to others in the walk, others in the talk and decision making, everything. You have to choose what kind of leader you are. Why we said some of the countries are leading in the first places in many things, it's only because of the leadership. So leadership plays a very important role in every places. So leadership not only exists if the people follow when they have the freedom or not to have the freedom, others will just it's just a power, and not power is not a leadership. Leadership should have a vision, and the leader must have some passion about the vision, and you must fight about the problem and you have to defeat it for the success. So most important thing is integrity and also succeed. Thank you.